2 equals $12, question 3 equals $20, and question 1 and 2, but not 3, equals $12. For what we said, task 1 is, what is the pattern rule? Task 2, make a table that has the question numbers and prize money, 1 for 10 questions. Task 3, can Riley get exactly $100? For show, we did
what our pattern rule was, because if we didn't show this, then I think some people wouldn't know how we got these numbers. So we showed how we got all of them by showing the +8 each time.
For task 3, it says, can you get 100? Exactly 100. So we said, 76, right? So we did 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we said we did 76 plus 8 equals 84, plus 8 equals 92, plus 8 equals 100, plus 8 equals 108. Then we saw it equals 100. So we saw to each other that question 13 must be, if he gets question 13, he can get $100.
For task 1 is the pattern rule for how much money he wins per question is you start at 4 and add 8 each time. He gets 8 each time. He gets a question right.
State, for task 2, the amount of money Riley would win if he got to question 10 would be $76.
Yes, Riley can get $100 because with this pattern rule. He would get this on question 13.
Any questions from the audience? Clarification? Any wonderings? Any ahas?
Similar difference to what you did in terms of your solution.
Well, I know it added by 8 each time, but when it started at 4, it wasn't really a pattern because it didn't really repeat itself.
Well, we sort of saw that it started at 4, and because a pattern doesn't have to start at 0, it can start at any number and then keep on going from...
When you say keep on going, what do you mean by that?
Like continuing in the same order.
Okay.
Can I just kind of explain what we did that was different than what they did?
Sure.
So, what we did is we figured, obviously, it says if he answers question 1 correctly, he gets $4. So, that means that he must have started out with $0, correct? So, if he started out with $0, the first term is for $4. Then he gets $12 in total, so he won another $8. So the second term is $8. And the last term, he gets another $8 to add up to 20. So what we thought the pattern was it adds 4, then 8, and then another 8, and then 4 again, and then 8, and then another 8.
Well, I was just gonna say I kind of disagree because why would the first question be 4 and then the fourth question be 4? Like in game shows, you would more think you wouldn't decrease in money after you answered more questions. So I agree with Lynn's group. I think the first question maybe is worth 4, and then once you start to answer more, you get more money each time.
For task 1, describe the pattern for the prize money Riley might win. Write a rule to describe this pattern. We wrote 1 question correct equals $4, and then added 8, and that makes 12. So our pattern, and then to 20 is also added 8. So our pattern rule is start at 4 and add $8 each question correct.
And task 2 was create a table of value to show the question numbers and the prize money won in the first 10 questions. So what we did was we showed a table of the first 10 questions, and then as the pattern rule, add 8 each time. We kept adding 8 until we got $76.
Okay, and for task 3 was Riley wanted to win $100, and we need to find out if he could with this pattern rule. So at first we thought he would have to answer 14 questions correct, because we saw that $76 equals 10 questions, and then 20 equals 3 questions, and 4 equals 1. And then we added them all together and we got 100. But then we made a table continuation of this. So we found out he only needed 13 questions correct, and he would be able to get $100.
Task is only 4, so if you add the extra 4 to the 8 to get the 8, it would be 24, which would add to his goal of 100.
Yeah, we kind of realized that after we done that when we made this table, that because we started off with 4, not 8, he would have less than if he entered 11, 12, and 13 correct.
And what's great about looking at a misconception, you're able to then, if you have a question that's similar to this next time, you're going to be able to check and balance that a little bit more clearly. So misconception becomes a learning opportunity.
Any other questions or comparisons made to your own group findings?
For info, we have as the caterpillar grows, the pattern grows. For the task 1, it was asking what patterns do you see, and we said this pattern is a growing pattern because every day it adds a body part, I guess, and 2 legs. And for task 2, it asked how old will the caterpillar be when it turns into a butterfly. We wrote down for the first day, for task 1, for the first day, it would have 4 pieces, and then for day 2, it would have 7, and then for day 3, it would have 10. And we realized that the growing pattern for the feet is by 2, and for the body, it would grow by 1, and the head stays the same, and that we realized that the pattern grows by 3 each time. And for state, we put for the feet, the pattern grows by 2, and the body grows by 1, and for the head, it stays the same because the caterpillar can't have 2 heads. And for task 2, we had info. Begin with the butterfly when 34 pieces. And how old will it be when he has 34 pieces? So we did 3 days old, it would have 10, 4, 13, 5, 16, 6, 19, 7, 22, 8 days, 25, 9 days, 28, 10 days, 31, and 11 days, 34. And for state, he has 11 days until he has 34 pieces, which means he will turn into a butterfly.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
All right. I appreciate how you guys use diagrams to show your thinking, but I have 2 very different ways of coming about the answer. Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
At first it was easier. Instead of adding it, we found that it was easier to draw the pictures and then count them.
Okay. Thank you. Kate?
Well, I think we, my group and Danielle's group got different answers because I think instead of multiplying, they should have divided, maybe.
Okay.
That might have got them because I think they went a bit over.
For the days.
Yeah.
Okay.